Next is Shane Harris. You have time ceded to you by Ryan Stevens. Ryan Stevens, please raise your hand. Thank you. You'll have 3 minutes. Please proceed.
Thank you, Council and Council President and Mayor's Office. Good afternoon. My name is Shane Harris, the President of the People's Association of Justice Advocates. And my office, as you can see on the screen, has been extremely active in the recovery efforts taking place throughout the south and eastern parts of our city, affected by the January 22nd floods, providing free restoration services, cleanup resources, and other recovery services to our most vulnerable residents in need. I want to thank the San Diego Fire Rescue Department and city workers for all of your work and the other organizations on the ground. But let me be clear, this is a coordinated effort of a cleanup that should have been done before the major storm, not after. My office and I have spoken with hundreds of residents, as you can see on the screen, displaced by the city's well-documented lack of diligence in funding and completing ongoing storm channel clearing, which could have prevented this disaster. The fact stands clear. The city drowned them. The city drowned them because because of the statements such as, "This is not a priority." City drowned them because of the lack of creative measures to address the maintenance that was desperately needed. The number one need in the community right now is immediate and month-long and beyond hotel vouchers for families displaced from their homes by flooding, whether they are renters or owners. They will be displaced for no less than 30 days, while their homes are made safe and habitable again. This is why it is deeply troubling to hear from the families who I have heard from this past Saturday, over 125 residents at my town hall, that they are being asked to leave the San Diego Housing Commission's voucher program in 10 days. That, my friends, is not leadership. That tells me one story. The voucher effort is a smokescreen in an effort to gaslight the real needs that these folks have, just like we have prioritized our migrant communities, and we should. It took the city almost 2 weeks to announce that it would use a hotel in the Midway District the Housing Commission purchased for short-term shelter of displaced residents, and also that Housing Commission would offer emergency hotel placement. There's a couple of things that I am noting in my request. I'm requesting that the City Council and Mayor take the following steps with that $10 million. Admit, number one, that the city failed. Number two, the mayor must use the $10 million toward the hotel voucher program that the San Diego Housing Commission already is operating. Families need no less than 30 days in a hotel room. Three, my office is requesting that at least $1 million will go to the Black, Hispanic, and Asian chambers of commerces to help businesses who have been challenged. The council should, number four, set a standard to hear from the mayor's office on this report every 2 weeks. As Steve Jobs said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Lead.
Thank you. I'll start the 5-minute timer here in chambers and go to those participating remotely. You'll have a minute and a half each, starting with Lori Saldana. If you can please unmute